Today I have with me the Apple Watch Series 10 in jet black, the 42mm, the smaller screen size version with the Sport Loop band, the ink color. And this is the GPS only model, no cellular. So this is almost the cheapest watch you can get from Apple besides the SE. Previously, I've never owned an Apple Watch, so this will be my very first one, and I decided to pick it up on Black Friday when the price was right. In this video, I'll be giving you a full unboxing, pointing out the nuances so you don't get scammed with all the imitations out there. I'll be doing a separate setup video in case this is your first Apple Watch like it is for me. So make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already. So starting off with the box, since I chose a pretty standard watch and band option, it does come with an external box like this one, and with Apple moving toward carbon neutral, you see the green logo on the side, and also on the back you can see they're promoting it as well. Also on the back you can find what will be included, including the watch, the band, and the USB-C charging cable in this case. No actual wall charger, and this will have to be paired with an iPhone XS or later and running iOS 18 or later. And then to the right you'll find the model number, serial number, as well as the exact model that you got. So I got Series 10 42mm jet black aluminum with the Sport Loop GPS version. No tape or seal to just open up the outer box here. You just need to flip over the tab here and then it opens up like this. Then out comes the two separate boxes for the watch itself as well as the band. We'll look at that in greater detail in just a moment. I'm noticing some side views of the series watches as well as the Ultra watches and different types of bands on the inside of the packaging. So here's the watch and the band. Let's start with the watch. As with a lot of Apple packaging these days, they like to put an embossed full-size view of the actual product right front and center so you can see exactly how big it is, true to life. And then not so much on the side, but on one of the ends it does specify the series number here and the casing color and material. And then here's a look at the back of the box. Once again, you see the model number as well as the description of the product, Series 10 42mm jet black aluminum with the Sport Loop GPS only model. To open it up, there are these easy to release pull tabs on either side, and flipping over the box and giving it a little shake will reveal the contents. Let's start with the right hand side here. So we have a Designed by Apple in California pull tab. It contains the charging cable. On the flip side, you can see it says 2024 since this is the fast charging version of their cable. It's a magnetic puck that attaches to the back of the watch, and this version is a 1 meter long braided cable, so that's how you can differentiate it as the fast charging version. And you can see the plug end is USB Type-C. A little bit tricky this time to remove things without ripping the packaging. I always like to keep my stuff in pristine condition if possible. But here's an up close look at the charging puck. Again, it's magnetic, and the 1 meter long braided cable with USB-C on the other end. This latest charging cable allows you to fast charge your Series 10. Within 10 minutes, you can get 8 hours of use. The genuine charging puck will have quite a few regulatory inscriptions here on the side, as well as the model number and serial number. And then underneath all of that is a one piece of paper this time. A quick overview gets started to the Apple Watch. You can find the full handbook in the Apple Watch app, but you can see some care instructions here in addition to the 1 year limited warranty if you didn't purchase Apple Care. And now to the star of the show. It has almost like a cardboard-like cover over it. All I can say is a very Apple touch. To remove it, you just push up from the bottom, then you can slide out the actual watch body like so. And wow, the jet black color is so seamless, I don't even know where the screen ends when it's off. On the back, you can see the myriad of sensors as well as several inscriptions detailing this model. So Apple Watch Series 10 42mm aluminum case, Ion X glass. So all aluminum casings have the Ion X glass, not the sapphire crystal glass, which is on the higher end models. And the water resistance rating is 50 meters. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the band so we can set this watch up. This is the ink colored Sport Loop. Again, full size and color render on the front. On the back, you can see again the Sport Loop in multiple different languages and is actually carbon neutral for the manufacturing of this product. Over to the right, you can see what this is compatible with which Apple Watch, and it's pretty much compatible with all Apple Watches, particularly, of course, best suited for the smaller sized Apple Watch. Quick glances at the ends, you can see the exact color and the type of watch band it is, and then on the flip side, you'll find the size that it is geared towards. In this case, it's the 42mm, since this was designed specifically for the Series 10. Opening up by pulling the Apple Signature pull tab here. Top flap has easy to understand instructions on how to attach and remove the watch band. Then on the bottom is the paper with the watch band, and it is very basic. It just mostly have the same message in multiple different languages about the care and the warranty for this band. And on the other side, you can see the message was copyright 2023. And then here is that Ink Sport Loop in person. It's basically a really dark gray with hints of blue. It has a hook and loop enclosure, which is basically a non-branded way of saying it's Velcro. On one end, you can see the inscription that has the size written right there. Now here's a tip to check if it's a genuine Apple Watch band. On the very tip of the ends of one of the plastic connecting pieces, you'll see some kind of inscription. If it's a more high valued one, you'll have the serial number on there, but this one just says assembled in China. Now let's go ahead and put this onto our Apple Watch. So it's really quite simple. You just need to make sure that the end pieces line up with the slots, and then if so, it should slide right in and then have a nice click once it's in the right place. And then there is a little button at either end to push down, and you can slide the bands right off. So sliding on both ends to complete the enclosure, and then putting this onto my wrist. This is how it looks right out of the box. I have a pretty narrow wrist, so you can see that the band almost goes all the way around, but it has a little bit of headroom there in case it does stretch out. So there's the unboxing first look of the Apple Watch Series 10 in jet black. I am an active swimmer, so I definitely do plan to put this through its paces with my daily swimming schedule, and so you can see how this holds up underwater, including the band. So definitely subscribe if you aren't already.